WWE Raw. I'm Jim Ross, alongside my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Lawler. We've got a great program for you tonight, and we're set to kick it off with a real slobber knocker.
You're right, JR. General Manager Eric Bischoff may have made this a non-title match, but a win over the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H could be a step toward a real title opportunity.
You're not gonna see action like this anywhere except Smackdown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. Smackdown is the dominant...
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way.
Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many a superstar has fallen prey to that finishing maneuver.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some...
Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be...
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR?
One, two, three.
Man, you just...
I don't know if everyone's gonna be happy about it, but that...
Oh, would you look at this? Ric Flair and Triple H are double teaming him now. And this match is over, by God. How despicable can you get?
He was asking for it, JR. Flair hit him in self-defense. Didn't you see the way he went after the Nature Boy?
He did no such thing, King. Triple H and Flair will do anything it takes to keep the title around the game's waist. And that includes taking out the competition.
Hey, I saw what Triple H and Flair pulled last week. This crap is getting really old. You okay?
I'll live, but they're not gonna get off that easy.
Listen, you're good, but this is a numbers game. There's 2 of them, but 1 of you. Dude, you've got to even that up.
What do you have in mind?
Hey, I'm one of the few guys in the Raw locker room who's pinned Triple H for a 3 count. I don't have an Intercontinental title defense tonight. So how about you and me team up and give Triple H and Flair a little payback?
Sounds good to me. But what's in it for you?
Anytime I step into the ring with the World Heavyweight Champ, my stock goes up. And when I hit him with the T-bone and pin him again, I'll be that much closer to earning the World Heavyweight title match I deserve. Let's do this.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for us. That chair was never intended to be used like this. These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all.
A sickening impact from that steel chair.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
Taz, this could be it. Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that.
Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. Nope.
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole.
Look at this. You don't often see a superstar's own finishing move used against them like this.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my old ECW days.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Looks like them. Look at this, Cole. Look at this.
Oh my God! There's a reason that's called a finishing move. The match usually doesn't go much longer.
Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so great.
You sure can't. SmackDown's got the greatest superstars in the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, that's not how the ring bell is intended to be used.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it.
Will somebody please take that barbed wire wrapped 2x4 from him?
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you'll also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match.
I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe.
How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left.
And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes at the price of admission.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. That's the match, JR. I could have watched it go.
Listen up, Benjamin. All I hear backstage is you running your mouth about how you pinned Triple H this and you beat Triple H that. Well, the fact is, everyone knows you just got lucky. Simple as that. It was a fluke, and it's never going to happen again. Do you understand me?
What a man. What a noble champion. Once again, assaulting his opponent after the match is over. And damn it, Shelton Benjamin is right. He has beaten Triple H in the past, fair and square.
You heard Triple H, JR. It was a fluke. He says Shelton Benjamin isn't in his league, and from the looks of things, he's right.
this submission-only match against Ric Flair to get some payback for what the Nature Boy did to Shelton Benjamin last week. Folks, my sources tell me that Shelton Benjamin is not cleared to wrestle here tonight, and there's no timetable on his return.
He'll be lucky if he doesn't get some of what Benjamin got, JR. I've got a sneaking suspicion that Nate won't be coming down to ringside alone.
And the opponent,
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in.
Oh, what a shot from that steel chair!
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke, Cole. These guys know what.
He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
Oh, man, this is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think that...
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever have, Taz. Everyone on the roster gives 110%. If they didn't, they wouldn't be here.
I think he's gonna fly, Cole. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're gonna be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
These superstars have proven time and again that...
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
Might be in for a finisher here, Cole. Whoa! Talk about giving your opponent a little taste of his own medicine.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. I tell you, it's better to give than receive. Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
Oh, man! I guess if you're going to dish it out, you better be able to take it.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Oh, my! The submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
These superstars certainly aren't going easy.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
And that's the match.
My God, that's John Cena and the Big Show from Smackdown. What the hell are they doing here on Raw?
I can't believe this, JR. Somebody call security. Look out, Triple H.
My God, that thug John Cena is choking the life out of Ric Flair with his damn chain.
Is this how thugs like Cena treat their elders on Smackdown? This is bad, JR. Oh my God, what's that ogre Big Show gonna do?
They were down but not out, by God.
I think this is over, JR.
Not by a long shot, King. But why were those SmackDown superstars here on Raw? And what's going to happen next?
You know, normally I'd come out here on Raw in front of the entire world. Flash this World Heavyweight title. And once again make clear to all you people, all the people watching at home, and all the guys in the back, that I am the best in the business. Yeah, that's what I'd normally do. And whether you love it or you hate it, you all tune in to see it. But that's not gonna happen tonight. See, last week, two gutless nobodies from Smackdown thought they could come to Raw and take out Triple H and Ric Flair. The two greatest champions this business has ever seen. But just like everything Smackdown does, they only got it half right. As you can see, I'm still standing.
Well, thank goodness for that.
But Ric Flair was not so lucky. John Cena crushed his larynx with that chain. And Big Show nearly broke his damn neck with that chokeslam. Look at this man. He can't style. Hell, he can barely profile. Cena, Big Show, I don't care who you are or where you come from. You do not lay your hands on this man. This man is a 16-time world champion. He's a kiss-stealing, wheeling, dealing son of a gun. He should be riding in limousines, not ambulances. And now, all those desperate housewives in this arena will have to go home to their fat, impotent husbands and cry themselves to sleep because Space Mountain is closed for repairs.
It's so sad, JR.
Oh, it's sad, all right. Why don't you take a minute and pull yourself together?
Well, look who it is. I wonder if he's here to gloat.
I got that, King. He took his look last week just as sure as Triple H did.
Well, Triple H, I guess you've got some idea how I felt when you and Flair took out Shelton Benjamin 2 weeks ago.
That's a completely different story. Shelton Benjamin ran his mouth and he got what was coming to him. John Cena and the Big Show had no business with me or you or the Nature Boy. And speaking of you, I've just about had it with your...
Hold that thought, Triple H. You two had better get on the same page. Because I'm not going to stand for SmackDown superstars invading my show. By the authority of the board of directors, you're going to have a sanctioned match against them next week at SummerSlam. But that doesn't mean we're going to wait until then to even the score. This Thursday, you're going to SmackDown to return the favor.
Hey, what a great idea, Bischoff. I would have never thought of that. I don't need your advice. And I don't need your permission to do whatever I damn well please. And if you think you can order me around, think again. And as for you, you can forget about being on the same page with me. We're not even in the same damn library, understand? You come to SmackDown if you want, but you better not get in my way.
Well, I don't always agree with General Manager Eric Bischoff's actions, but I have to give him credit. He's arranged a SummerSlam match against the Big Show and John Cena and ordered an immediate counterattack on SmackDown to boot.
Man, JR, I can't wait! Raw superstars are headed to SmackDown. I'll tell you what, SmackDown is gonna be sorry they ever messed with Raw.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole along with Taz and partner. The locker room is still buzzing about that attack by John Cena and the Big Show on some top Raw superstars last week. And can you believe that the board of directors has sanctioned a cross-brand grudge match for this Sunday at SummerSlam?
But that's not all, Cole. Some of those Raw superstars have said they're gonna show up here tonight to get some payback. Wait, is that Triple H and Flair in the ring right now?
I am the game. Woo! And tonight, I'm coming to SmackDown to find the guys who kicked my ass and made my father, the Nature Boy, cry like a little girl. Say, Nate, why do they still call you the Nature Boy, huh? Aren't you about 90? Maybe they should call you Father Time. But seriously, yo, no one can say that Smackdown didn't make an impact on Raw last Monday. We did just what we wanted to, and that was punk out the best that they got.
Let's see now. 10 for Triple H, 16 for Flair. Raw is never going to forget the day Smackdown took out 26 world champions in one shot.
And now we're supposed to be scared? Because Triple H is leading a posse to SmackDown? Please. He shows up here, he's gonna get more of the same. They can't see me.
They're here! The Raw Superstars are here!
Here we go. This is gonna be a rocket buster. This has been a great match so far.
My God, can you imagine the impact of that chair on the human body?
I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectations. But these superstars ain't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
Don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back and forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
I think, wow, I'm telling you, I don't think that chair's gonna be good for anything after this match.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR? This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
What a disgusting display. I guess a little sportsmanship was too much to ask for.
You know what they say, all's fair in love and war, JR. And those two sure don't love each other.
1, 2, 3.
There's not a superstar.
I don't believe it. The match is over.
Here are your winners, Triple H and the Superstar.
Hey, look, man. I understand why you're teaming up with Triple H tonight. John Cena and Big Show have got to be taught a lesson, and you guys owe them. But don't get too cozy with him. I'll be back on Raw tomorrow, and I've got some unfinished business with Triple H and Ric Flair that I plan to take care of. You know I respect you, and I hope you've got my back the way I had yours. But if you let them punk me out, you'll be making a big mistake.
Okay, Shelton. I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I gotta focus on Cena and Show.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are... No! Not the chair! Not the chair!
And there's the counter, Cole.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed, but I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking?
Oh my God! That 2x4 could inflict a serious injury here.
I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
Oh, God! That's a solid steel chair, Cole. That don't tickle. That was a textbook.
What a vicious chair shot! If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why they leave so many damn weapons under the ring. It's almost like they want the superstars to use them on each other.
This one's gonna keep on going until someone can't...
Oh my God! A 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire against a human body! What carnage!
These superstars are pounding the heck out of each other. How much longer can they keep this up?
I don't know, Taz, but you can bet that it's going to get a lot worse before it's over.
Good God! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other.
Good God! I don't care who you are. No one can stand too many of those.
When you see that's not what the chair was meant to be used for. You can find all sorts of weapons under that ring. What a counter that was!
Oh man, I can't even imagine the pain inflicted by that barbed wire wrap 2x4.
I think it's only a matter of time before we see a submission.
That would certainly be the smart move to make.
So, how do you think this one's gonna turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather give it to myself if it's all...
There's the reversal! I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition. Oh my! Looks like someone's been busted wide open. This can't be good.
You're right. It's not good. It's great. They're not holding anything back.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before the night show, but I don't think that's it for me.
Nice reversal. Will we see a finishing move right here?
So who do you think's gonna win this? Wow! Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message.
Nice quick counter.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars...
What kind of sick, twisted person would just leave a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire laying around? Oh no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything, Cole. No ref means no rules.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King.
Look at that! That's a barbed wire wrapped 2x4, JR.
I don't know if this is... such a good move. This could be disastrous.
These superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole. You gotta come ready for the battle.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing, King? Looks like turnabout is fair play.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, Cole. This is a great match, and the fans are way into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change.
The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the King and Queen on commentary.
Real funny. Come on! That's a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire! This has gotta stop!
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's gonna win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You've got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on Smackdown.
Not on Smackdown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
Could be a finishing move right here.
How humiliating to get hit with your own finisher like that.
Looks like the tag is made.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like.
There's only one thing that a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire is good for, and it's not gun. I don't think there's going to be anything left in these these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way that ring bell will ring your bell for sure, JR.
Superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that's what the WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure, Taz. And the #1 rule here on SmackDown is to send the fans home happy.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'd have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
He's laying waste to his opponent with that ring bell.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you've got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential.
Oh my God! A 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. Let me tell you something. Felt that before. Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'll all be out of each other.
If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take, I think you're going to get an answer tonight.
You might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they're getting paid for, Cole. And besides, they got too much pride to give less than 100% in there. This one could still go either way, Cole.
Oh, man! How'd you like to get hit with a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire, JR?
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? What a match. I wonder if we'll ever... Shelton Benjamin is back, and he's taking it right to Benjamin, but is that still the case?
I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow night on Raw. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'd hate to be in Shelton Benjamin's shoes when Triple H gets his hands on him.
I called you out here tonight on Raw because I want to give you a very rare and valuable present. 2 of them, actually.
Oh my gosh, 2 presents, JR! It must be his birthday! Imagine celebrating your birthday with Triple H, JR? That's gotta be great!
I'm pretty sure it's not his birthday, and I've for damn sure seen the kind of presents that Triple H gives out.
The first is a thank you. From me to you. For watching my back in our match against John Cena and Big Show at SummerSlam. Of course, I didn't need your help, but you made my job a little bit easier.
I can't remember the last time Triple H thanked anyone.
So that's 1. And now that that's out of the way, here's number 2. Last night at SummerSlam, you didn't do a damn thing when Shelton Benjamin ran into the ring and attacked Ric Flair and I with a steel chair. Normally, that's the kind of mistake a guy like me would make sure a guy like you regretted for the rest of his life.
Uh-oh, here it comes!
So here's your second present. A free pass out of my ring and out of my life. But I'm warning you, this is a one-time offer, so don't blow it. Do the right thing and don't step between Shelton Benjamin and the ass-kicking he's going to get tonight.
Triple H let him off the hook, JR. If he were smart, he'd do the right thing and walk away.
I have to agree, that may be the smart thing to do, but I'm not sure it will be the right thing. After all, he may have a choice to walk away, but Shelton Benjamin's certainly not off the hook.
Tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stare at your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective...
Listen to me, Cole. Getting hit by that thing's even worse than it looks.
We've seen an excellent match so far, and it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Cole. And that's a good thing. I don't think we could ever get sick of watching these superstars go at it.
Me neither, partner. This one's got rematch written all over it. And oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Actually, I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence. And that's what wins matches.
You don't just shake off a shot from a barbed wire wrap 2x4, JR.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Tad.
Look out! That barbed wire's bad news! After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. The ring bell is taking its toll on his opponent.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
I'm sure they haven't, Cole. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. As soon as you let the slightest doubt into your mind, you can forget about it.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, Jim.
That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sight of your own blood to take the fight right out of you.
I hope this is over soon. No matter how many times I see this, I just can't get used to it.
What are you getting, a little squeamish, Cole? Come on, what do you think this is, badminton? Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring. These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same.
A vicious shot with that ring bell.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. You never know when something huge is gonna go down.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better.
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely. Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner?
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
Never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
If you root around them...
No, not the ring steps. CJR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
Oh, man! What a shot from those steel steps! This is...
Come on! That's not what those steps are supposed to be used for!
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other. Those steps were never intended to be used like this.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard to guess.
Oh, man! I felt the impact of those steel steps in the past, Cole, and believe you me, it don't feel good.
It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match.
It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. You're going to find out how...
Oh my God! That's 50 pounds of steel colliding with a human body!
I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting...
My God, the impact of flesh and bone on those steel sticks!
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice. Oh! Well, I don't think the steps are meant to be used like that. But you know, sometimes you gotta think outside the box. You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm...
No! Not the steel steps!
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few Smackdown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from Smackdown?
King, next time you call Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and John Cena losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get out of the way before you do it. I don't want to be a part of any of your trouble.
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
My God, the brutality! Steel steps meeting human flesh! It's not pretty!
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other.
get involved last week, JR. Triple H was going to give him a free pass. Now he's going to have to answer to the cerebral assassin himself. Why couldn't he just do the right thing?
Shelton Benjamin is his friend, King. He couldn't just sit back and watch those bullies double team him. He did do the right thing in my view.
Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE. Well, like it or not, this one's over.
Stop it! Stop it right there! This has gone on long enough. I am sick of the interference and the cheap shots. You two are going to settle this in a rematch at Unforgiven. In a World Heavyweight title match. And just to make sure that Shelton Benjamin and Ric Flair don't get involved, it's going to be a steel cage match.
Did you hear that, King? A steel cage match for the World Heavyweight title at Unforgiven. And Flair and Benjamin are barred from ringside.
Unforgiven is right. I don't think Triple H is going to forgive Bischoff for this one, JR.
This is it, folks. The main event. The World Heavyweight title is on the line in a solid steel cage. The first man to pin his opponent, make him submit, or escape the cage leaves Unforgiven as the World Heavyweight Champion.
This isn't right, JR. Triple H has done nothing to deserve this. It's barbaric. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, it's still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy thing.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't say. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
You hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. Smackdown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
The cage itself can be a weapon in this match, as we've just seen. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what you're saying or not. You gotta make sure your opponent's on Green Street before you start making a breakthrough.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
Great reversal.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done.
He's been caged like an animal, and that's the match.
Cut the music! Cut the music! An obscure WWE regulation has just been brought to my attention. As it turns out, the title cannot be contested in a steel cage during the month of September. And since this is September and that is a steel cage, I've got no choice but to void the referee's decision.
What on earth? You gotta be kidding me! I've never heard of such a thing!
No, I think he's right, JR. That sounds like the Virgil Runnels Amendment. That's been on the books for years.
Hold on. Hold on. Due to the extraordinary circumstances surrounding this title match, I feel that it's only fair to vacate the title until a proper rematch can be made.
Vacate the title? What the hell is Bischoff playing at?
Well, Bischoff is the Raw general manager. He gets paid big money to make the tough decision. He's got to go by the rule book.
Rule book my eye. This has nothing to do with some alleged Virgil Runnels Amendment or anything else. Bischoff just screwed both men. But for the life of me, I can't figure why. One thing for certain, he's damn lucky there's a steel cage between them and him.
Tag team champions like the Hart Foundation or the Legion of Doom.
Yes, Eugene.
Or Chuck and Billy.
Eugene. That's right, just like the Eugene. Now that's enough. If you're going to be a champion, you've got to start behaving like one.
Hey, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Young Master Eugene here was just getting a wee bit overexcited about our recent World Tag Team title victory. Isn't that right, Eugene?
Yeah, congratulations. I hear you got a title defense against Edge and Christian at Taboo Tuesday. Good luck with that.
And to you as well in your match against Christian tonight. He's more of a pillock than ever, now that he and Edge have reunited.
No kidding. Watch yourself out there tonight against Edge.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Eugene.
Like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, Iran #1, USA, ach to it.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either.
These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King. which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not for personal experience, I know that.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft.
You can't let your opponent continue to work over the same area of your body.
Not if you want to win the match, you can't. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Whoa! That's not cool. Seeing your opponent's finisher like that.
Capacity crowd.
And there it is! That's the match!
Here's your winner, the Superstar.
Using the ropes. The ref doesn't see it. And damn it, neither does Eugene.
Eugene's completely distracted as usual, but this is one time I don't blame him.
The match is over. What's Edge trying to prove here?
Isn't it obvious, JR? Edge is trying to soften up William Regal for their tag team championship match at Taboo Tuesday.
How sharp do you have to be to take advantage of poor Eugene?
There you go, JR. He broke the hold. What are you so upset about?
Yeah, he broke the damn hold, but he might have broken Regal's back.
All's fair in love and title chases, JR.
So, despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
I don't know about this, William.
Please, you've got to reconsider. Eugene's uncle, Eric Bischoff, has a history of trying to crush Eugene's spirits. Eugene loves his title more than life itself, and the fact that I can't defend my half is a perfect excuse for him to strip us of our titles and hurt Eugene again.
But filling in for you as a tag team champion? That's a huge responsibility.
If you don't do this, you might as well hand the titles to those miserable toe rags, Edge and Christian. I don't know about you, but I refuse to reward those two with a championship for crippling their opponents. That'd hardly be sporting, would it?
Yeah, but...
You faced Christian last week. Tonight, it's you versus Edge. You've scouted both men, and our title defense is tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday. You're the only one who can help us.
Okay. All right. I'll do it.
There's a top man. Thank you. Eugene, you make sure you accompany him to ringside tonight, and pay no attention to that scrubber Trish Stratus. Don't allow her to distract you from the matter at hand.
Despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
That's if Regal's replacement makes it through his match tonight against Edge.
You think you know it.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have, and this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
You gotta be careful when you're going up there.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit.
I don't believe it. We might see a superstar get beat with their own finishing move here.
I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all. It looks as if the damage may have been done here.
I think we're one submission move away from the end of this match.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that? And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over. Hey, you can't do that to the diva of the decade.
I'm sure he'd prefer not to, but she has no right to lead Eugene on like she's been doing.
Trish, look out! Oh my gosh, look at what he just did to Trish.
You mean look at what I didn't know better, I'd say Eugene seems more concerned about Trish Stratus than his own partner.
Can you blame him, JR? I should go down there and see if Trish needs mouth-to-mouth, and maybe some CPR.
Everything went perfectly last week. Trish, for a moment, I thought you were actually hurt.
Hey, I'm the WWE Women's Champion. I'm tougher than I look. And if you boys stick with the plan, you'll be the World Tag Team Champions, and we'll all be wearing gold when we leave here tonight.
Yeah, now all we have to do is take that dunce Eugene out of the picture, which shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he's not exactly a rocket scientist, you know? I'd be surprised if he could lace up his own boots. And ugly. Man, the toughest part of the match will be having to look at him up close.
Hello. I'm sorry you got hurt yesterday, Trish. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you. That's very sweet, Eugene. But you don't have to apologize. It wasn't your fault.
Actually, Eugene, if anyone's got to apologize, it's me. I'm sorry I accidentally hurt William Regal 2 weeks ago. I didn't realize he tapped out. I didn't expect him to give up so easily. Guess he's not as tough as I thought he was, eh?
Yeah, but you know who should be apologizing? Your so-called friend for hitting poor Trish last night. Is that the kind of partner you want? Is that the kind of person you consider a friend, Eugene? Someone who hits girls from behind?
No.
I'd like to be your friend, Eugene. Would you like to be friends with little old me?
Yeah.
Good boy. Now come with me. I've got something to discuss with you.
I don't believe it. How could Trish even stand to be around that Eugene? She has a heart of gold, that's for sure.
If that Jezebel has a heart, it's fool's gold, if you ask me. No good's going to come of this, I can guarantee you that.
You think you know it.
Where the heck is Eugene, JR?
I've no earthly idea, but I bet Trish Stratus knows exactly where he is and why he's not here defending his tag team championship.
Well, first Regal can't wrestle, and now Eugene's missing in action. Can you even defend the tag team title single-handedly? Where I come from, if you don't show up for a title match, that's a forfeit.
Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I hoped.
I think we know which way this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes?
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
So, Cole, you got any predictions? You know who you think's gonna win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger.
Oh my gosh! Look at all that blood! That's gonna leave a mark.
What a brutal match! The referee should step in there and stop this thing.
What? Are you crazy? It's just getting good, JR. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
Look at the defiance on the face of this superstar, King.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later.
That went nowhere.
You know, I know I say this a lot, Cole, but this is not ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared.
The match is over. That's all she wrote.
Just moments ago, you successfully managed to beat Edge and Christian single-handedly. But Eric Bischoff has ruled that because of Eugene's absence, you forfeited the match. Therefore, Edge and Christian are the new World Tag Team Champions. I have to ask you, after that hard-fought match, with all of the blood, sweat, and tears you left in the ring, how does it feel to lose the World Tag Team titles and let William Regal down like that?
How does it feel, Coach? How does it feel? How do you think it feels?
Of course the deck was stacked against you when your partner Eugene decided not to show up for the match. What is your reaction to Eugene, well, dropping the ball?
Eugene, you must understand. Edge, Christian and that trollop Trish Stratus are not your friends. They're trying to confuse you and take advantage of you.
But they said they were my friends. And Trish is so pretty. She wouldn't lie.
Look, Eugene, they took your tag team title last week after they convinced you not to show up for the match.
I know, I'm sharing the titles with them. Trish said they're my friends. And we had a great party last week after they won.
They're not your friends. They've already hurt me, and they will not hesitate to hurt either of you two as well if you're not careful.
Look, I've got a no disqualification match against Christian tonight. I'm sure Edge is going to be at ringside with him. Eugene, I need you to come down to the ring with me. If you don't, they'll gang up on me. Do you understand?
Good boy, Eugene. Now you two had better get ready. I'm going to speak with your Uncle Eric about arranging a tag title rematch at Survivor Series.
Boy, I tell you, JR, Eugene's about as dumb as a bag of hammers.
I feel terrible for that poor young man. I hope someone gets through to him somehow.
Who's coming out all by himself again, JR?
I can't believe this. Has Eugene missed another match?
Superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz. I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads.
A textbook reversal there.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz.
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz. What an incredible...
Oh my gosh! It's over, JR!
Well, after another no-show, I don't think he's going to be giving Eugene the benefit of the doubt anytime soon.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again.
You did a great job again for me last week, Eugene. You made me very, very happy. Do you know what I do for men that make me happy?
Give them presents?
You could say that. And I've got a present you can unwrap later tonight if you'll do me a little favor.
It's not my birthday.
I know, silly, but it's gonna seem that way.
Will there be cake?
No, Eugene,
and ice cream and balloons?
No, that's
and
not.
Pony rides?
Eugene, listen, Eugene. If you do exactly what I tell you tonight, you're coming back to my hotel room after the show. Do you understand?
But I like my room. It's got all my action figures in it.
Eugene, listen. Edge has a match tonight against your former friend. I'm afraid he's gonna hurt Edge, and then he'll be able to hurt me again.
No.
But you can help Edge. We need you to be the special referee. The extremely special referee.
Referee? Like Dangerous Danny Davis or Earl Hebner's brother, Dave.
That's right, Eugene. I know you'll do a great job for me tonight. Now go and get ready. Hurry up.
Holy crap. I thought I was gonna die.
I know.
Well, I guess we'd better get ready for your match, huh, bro?
We?
Yeah, we, as in you and me. Right?
Sorry, bro. Trish and I have some more planning to do.
Keep those belts warm, Christian.
Keep those belts warm, Christian. You're not the only one who can come up with a plan, Trish.
You think you know me?
Eugene is the to be the most special referee of all time. Can he even count to 3, JR?
Of course he can. Will you stop?
Man, is there even gonna...
What a reversal.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
Well, looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
And what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that can have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal?
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
There's the reversal, Cole.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
This could be a finishing move right here.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, Smackdown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than Smackdown.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
There it is, Cole. Blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited, Taz? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, Cole. These are WWE superstars. And sometimes this is what you do to win a match.
1, 2.
You might as well go to
3.
commercial. But
These superstars took each other to the limit.
Here's your winner, the Superstar.
Eugene, listen to me. That trollop is not your friend. She's using you and turning you into a laughing stock.
Oh, William. You just can't stand to see Eugene happy, can you? He's got friends now. Real friends. And I think it's just sad that you can't be happy for him.
Now listen to me, you vile little slag. Young Master Eugene is a good boy, and the last thing he needs is to be corrupted by the likes of you.
What the hell is...
Oh my gosh, JR!
Christian, what the hell are you doing? You're ruining the plan.
Correction. I'm improving the plan. I call this one Plan C. That limey Regal was trying to ruin everything. But as you can see, he's done now. That's how I roll.
Hallelujah! I think Eugene's finally seen the light.
Oh my gosh! Trish! Get out of there! Eugene's gone crazy!
Eugene, stop it! Stop it right now! Quite frankly, I don't care if you tear each other apart like animals. But you're going to wait until Survivor Series this Sunday to do it. You see, I'm making the World Tag Team title match a ladder match. But that's not all. As extra incentive, Trish Stratus's contract will also be on the line. Whoever wins the match gets the titles and Trish's services for 1 year.
A ladder match certainly favors the champions, Edge and Christian. But having Trish's contract on the line has got to shake their confidence somewhat.
Oh man, JR, I wonder if it's too late to convince William Regal to let me partner with Eugene. Winning Trish would almost be worth it. I'd let Eugene keep both the tag titles.
Stupid son of... Ah, I can't believe...
Guys!
Dumb mother...
Hold up! Wait! We gotta talk about Survivor Series. You can't roll without me.
Looks like Edge and Trish weren't as excited about Plan C as Christian was.
I think Christian's troubles are only beginning. Look out, Christian!
Here's your winner, the Superstar. The following contest is a ladder match.
You think you know it?
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
That's one way to use a ladder.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest.
The title is within reach. Victory is within reach.
Night after night, the WWE Super...
I think this is it, JR. That title's got to come down.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. We don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't.
Neither superstar is giving an inch, but only one of them can stay up there.
It looks like they're
back and forth. These two.
Come on, this is for the title. Reach for it. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need. The title is only inches away.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder. So, King,
it's a long fall for whoever loses this fight, Cole. This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here.
This match is literally inches away from being over.
This is a pivotal moment.
The prize is only inches away.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. This has turned into a real slobber knocker, 15 feet in the air.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons, Taz.
A fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty.
That's not good.
Not if you want to keep from tapping out, it's not.
Only one of them's going to stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it going to be?
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last.
It's a long way. Oh my gosh! The title is within reach!
Both superstars are fighting to stay on the ladder.
Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now.
Whoever loses this fight's gonna have a long fall in their immediate future.
If you're the one to grab the title, you get to wear it home tonight.
This This is not a...
My God, this could be it. The match could be over right here.
Neither one of these superstars wants to be the one to fall off the ladder.
Almost there. This could be it, JR.
I have never seen two competitors more determined to beat the living hell out of each other.
I think I know who's going to win this match.
Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
This is going to be big, one way or the other.
There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder. I'll be honest.
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there.
There's not enough room up there for both of them.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as... Well, there it is. That's the match.
Superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long... Well, there it is. That's the match.
Thank you enough for your help, my friend. You certainly showed those punters a thing or two. And now that we've got the titles back, if you don't mind.
William Regal must be crazy if he actually expects him to just hand over the title.
William, the bad.
Here's your title, Regal, as promised. But don't forget the other part of our deal. In exchange for the title, Trish's contract is exclusive to me. She's mine for the next year.
Job done. Small price to pay, really. You can have that silly little tart's contract.
William, you remember Andre the Giant and the $1 Million Man?
Hold it right there. What the hell do you think you're doing? Seems like even my special nephew knows something you don't. William, remember years ago when Andre the Giant won the world title? He tried to give it to the $1 Million Man, which the WWE commissioner said was illegal.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
The belt was then vacated.
Yes! Bischoff's right! I remember!
Eric, listen.
No, Regal, you listen. Well, I approved a substitute for your title defense when you were injured a few weeks ago. That's not the case this time. Because you three have just passed around a championship indiscriminately without WWE approval. The World Tag Team titles are hereby vacated.
I can't believe it. How could Bischoff just strip the new champions of the tag titles right after they won them? Why would he vacate the titles?
You heard Bischoff, JR. There's a precedent for it. This is one of Bischoff's decisions that I have to agree with.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks, and tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day, because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, you'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.
Here comes the man who's currently scheduled to enter the Royal Rumble first. He's got a great opportunity to jump all the way to number 30 if he can win this triple threat match.
He could definitely use an upset win here tonight. Otherwise, he's got to hope for a miracle at the Rumble. I wonder what he did to make Mr. McMahon angry enough to put him in a match like this. His number 30 entry spot is at stake.
I have no idea, King, but it wouldn't be the first time he's found himself in Mr. McMahon's doghouse. That's for certain. This superstar is taking a hell of a gamble. He's given up his entry number entirely and is guaranteed to leave here tonight as either the number 1 or number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble.
He may have more guts than brains, JR, but you never can tell. Superstars have entered at number 1 and won the whole thing, and others have come in at number 30 and been tossed right over the top rope.
Jeez, what a match. I got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes 2 of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I'd want to be is between these superstars.
You can say that again. Talking about hazardous to your health.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
We're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball, neither. WWE is the most physical competition you can be part of, hands down.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
That's it! The ball she wrote!
Here's your winner, the Superstar.
Folks, Mr. McMahon made this 6-man over-the-top rope elimination battle royal as a preview of this Sunday Royal Rumble.
This is going to be a great warm-up for these superstars, JR. I think I'm ready for the Rumble right now. You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't... What a counter! I wonder if Smackdown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this?
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
Wow, great reversal.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
Over the ropes and down to the floor to Grandma's house we go.
And it's been reversed.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart. Just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
Yeah, things are looking good for him now, but if there's one thing you can expect from the Rumble, it's that you never know what to expect from the Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
A real jerk when somebody counters you like that. such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Just look at me. Oh, just look at me.
They move, but the money, yeah. I do what I want to, act how I want to, say what I want to, who I want to.
An elimination.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite us. never accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Ha! Now that's the way you do it. Let your opponent know who the boss is.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
That's the way you do it. Pick on an area and work it over.
That's what we've seen here tonight, and it's paying off.
Stick a fork in it, Cole. This match is done.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars to do it. And by God, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a night for him.
What a night for Raw. We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion and a new #1 contender. I love the Royal Rumble, JR.
There's no point in drawing this out any longer than necessary. For the past several months, I've heard nothing but complaints from the Raw superstars and fans about the way Eric Bischoff has vacated damn near every title on Raw. So Eric, I'm giving you a chance to come on out to this very ring right now and explain your actions. Well, Eric, I don't think I have to remind you that you stand on dangerous ground here tonight. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Mr. McMahon, as everyone knows, I used to be in charge of WCW, the most dominant force in the sports entertainment industry. What was it? 88 weeks in a row that we beat this very show in the ratings? 88 straight weeks.
Yeah, and we all know how that turned out.
I used to be the undisputed king of sports entertainment.
I take exception to that.
And now look at me. I became nothing more than a lackey, under the thumb of the WWE Board of Directors and the almighty Vince McMahon. Well, I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it for a long time. And about 6 months ago, I decided to do something about it. I was approached by someone who promised me enough financial backing to raise a new sports entertainment empire that would rival the mighty WWE. In exchange for his support, all I had to do was handicap Raw in any way I could, while at the same time lend my genius to this new venture of yours.
Genius?
So I stripped the Raw superstars of their titles and put them in the most grueling matches conceivable. And all the while, my partner was making deals and targeting the WWE for a hostile takeover. Now you're probably wondering why I've chosen to reveal this master plan tonight. Well, quite frankly, it's so close to fruition that not even the great Vince McMahon can stop us now. So it is my great pleasure to introduce you to my partner. He is a true titan of business and sports entertainment.
Save it! It's JBL, right?
What?
John Bradshaw Layfield, the WWE champion. That's your partner, am I right?
Mr. McMahon's one step ahead of Bishop.
You see, I've known about your pathetic little scheme for months, Eric. Did you seriously think you could just start vacating Raw titles without me taking an interest in why you were doing it?
I think Mr. McMahon may be miles ahead of Bischoff.
I've already contacted Smackdown General Manager Theodore Long, and although JBL doesn't even know it yet, this titan of business and sports entertainment, as you call him, has been stripped of his WWE title and fired from Smackdown. I know JBL's on his way here, and I also knew you two had planned some dramatic unveiling for your so-called master plan. Well, JBL's going to get a bit more drama than he bargained for when he arrives here tonight. You see, I've got someone waiting for JBL in the parking lot. The man who won an opportunity to challenge Triple H for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania.
Raw's #1 contender is gonna meet JBL in the parking lot? What does that mean, JR?
I don't think he's there to roll out the red carpet, King.
I thought it might be a good warm-up for Raw's title contender to take on a world champion before WrestleMania. So when JBL shows up here tonight, he's going to find himself in a parking lot brawl. And by my watch, JBL should be arriving right about now.
You can't be serious. You can't do this to me. I'm Eric Bischoff. I'm the general manager of Raw. I'm the only man to take on Vince McMahon and win.
Eric, in case you haven't figured it out by now, the only thing you are is you're fired.
And not a minute too soon. Thank you, Mr. McMahon.
But that's not all. There's gonna be a parking lot brawl between JBL and Raw's #1 contender.
JBL may be a true titan of business, but he's about to find out what happens when he sticks his 10-gallon head into Raw's business. And there isn't a damn thing Bischoff can do about it anymore.
Bradshaw Layfield last week in that parking lot brawl.
JBL was plotting with Eric Bischoff to undermine Raw, and they both got what was coming to them.
I won't shed a tear for either of them, JR. But what's Raw gonna do now that our general manager has been fired?
Last week, on behalf of all of the Raw superstars, I taught Smackdown a lesson about what happens when you try to mess with the dominant brand of sports entertainment. And Vince McMahon gave me his personal assurance that there will be no more interference from Smackdown until after WrestleMania. Which is just how I want it. I've shed blood, sweat, and tears to get where I am today. The World Heavyweight title is the crown jewel in our business. And it brings out the best in every superstar that comes near it. Eric Bischoff could never understand that. And that's one reason why he's the ex-general manager of Raw.
Amen to that.
And speaking of the World Heavyweight title, here's the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H. He won the title at the Royal Rumble, remember, JR?
How could I forget?
You know, I usually disagree with this joker about damn near everything. So I'm as shocked as anyone else to realize that we're on the same page this time. This is the crown jewel of our business. This is the ultimate prize. It's the last thing on every superstar's mind when they go to sleep at night, and the first thing on their mind when they wake up.
I have to admit he's right, King. If the World Heavyweight title isn't on your mind, you're in the wrong business.
And the single, ultimate reason this title means so much is because it's around the waist of me. The game. Every loser in the back thinks that if he can wear this title, he might one day be good enough to be mentioned in the same breath as Triple H.
Imagine that, JR. Who wouldn't want to be mentioned alongside an all-time great like Triple H?
Oh, please.
But listen to me very carefully. This title is a part of me, and I am a part of it. Without the title, my life has no meaning. Without me, this title is just a belt. Yeah, you may have your opportunity against me at WrestleMania, but you'll never beat me for this title. You'll never take away that part of me, so take a good look now, because this is the closest you will ever come to it as long as I'm around. And why? Because I'm that damn good.
Oh my gosh! Triple H just knocked him out cold!
What a noble champion. I tell you what, Triple H makes me sick. He just won the title, and I already can't wait to see somebody take it away from him, damn it.
We've only been without a general manager for a week, and already Raw is turning into a madhouse.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Well, look who it is. It's the Great Green Tomato. What's up, kid?
Now listen up, you dastardly villains. The Hurricane is here to bring you to justice and truth, honor, and integrity to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, yeah? And how are you gonna do that exactly?
By relieving you of that title, of course. With justice on my side and my Hura powers at my disposal, an evildoer like you doesn't stand a chance.
Kid's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but it's not pumping any blood to his brain.
Hold on a second. You want a World Heavyweight title match. You. Against me. For this? Man, I don't think I'm ready to take on a superhero tonight. At least not by myself. Tell you what, how about you and your sidekick there take on me and Ric Flair? Right here, right now.
Surely you are familiar with the concept of a superhero team-up, Citizen Contender. For one night only, I will take you on as my Hura sidekick and join forces with you to defeat Triple H's evil schemes. The battle is joined.
The referee's calling for the bell. The match is over.
Here are your winners.
There's the Hurricane and his sidekick in the GM's office. But who's in the GM's chair, JR?
I have no idea, King. It's not Eric Bischoff. That's for damn sure.
Oh, no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Surprise! I bet you two didn't expect to see the coach in the general manager's chair.
You're the new general manager of Raw?
What's up with that? Well, Mr. McMahon likes to say that I'm the interim general manager and that he's still looking for a permanent replacement. But I think we all know that he's just saying that to smooth over some bruised egos. I mean, where's he gonna find a better GM than the coach?
All right, well, if you're done talking about yourself, Let's talk about what Triple H and what he did to me last week.
I was just getting to that. Don't rush the coach, or I'll strip you of your title shot. Ha! Just kidding. The coach is famous for his sense of humor. Now, I know you two gentlemen are skeptical, but let me make a couple of matches for you as a show of good faith. Now, I can't put you and Triple H against each other just yet, or it would spoil WrestleMania for the coach's fans. But I will give you a shot tonight against Triple H's right-hand man, Ric Flair, in a submission match. And as for you, Hurricane, I'm going to give you exactly what you were looking for last week. A World Heavyweight title match tonight against Triple H himself.
A title match? What is he thinking?
Holy career opportunity. But Citizen Coach, what happens when I beat Triple H tonight and win the World Heavyweight title? Surely you don't expect me to fight my sidekick at WrestleMania.
You beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title? You're a funny guy, Hurricane. Sometimes I think you're almost as funny as me. Now move along, gentlemen. The coach is a busy man, and you've got matches to prepare for.
What an absolute jackass.
What has Raw done to deserve that moron as a general manager? Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there.
Here's your winner, the Super...
Why do I get the feeling that Triple H isn't very concerned about tonight's title defense, JR?
The odds may be stacked against the Hurricane, there's no doubt. But that young hero has all the heart in the world.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
King, you know what they say. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Must have been some kryptonite in that sledgehammer. That's got to be the shortest title defense on record, JR.
It wasn't even a defense. The damn match didn't ever start. but I guarantee you one thing, Triple H isn't going to get off that easy at WrestleMania.
I wonder what our interim general manager is going to do about this.
Illustrious interim general manager, the coach, made this match tonight between Chris Jericho and the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title.
I don't get it, JR. What's Jericho got to do with the issues between Triple H and the #1 contender?
I have no earthly idea what goes on in Jonathan Coachman's head. And I certainly have no idea why he made this match, King.
I think Coach is the only person who can make me nostalgic for Mick Foley's term as general manager.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
I'm not sure if everyone's going to be happy about it, but this one is in the books.
With noses like theirs, it's tough for them to keep them out of just about everything.
Come on, Jericho! Get in there!
Triple H! Nature Boy! Look out!
I'd stay out of the way after the match. I didn't say that you two jackasses should throw me out of the damn ring.
Deal? What's Jericho talking about?
Oh, what's the matter, Jericho? Did you get hurt taking a little tumble out of the ring? Were we too rough for you? Well, let me tell you something. You're gonna get it a lot worse than that when I give you the first World Heavyweight title opportunity after WrestleMania. So let me ask you, was it worth a little beating? Or do you wanna head home and cry yourself to sleep?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it, Triple H. And don't misunderstand me. I can take whatever you dish out.
But if you try and double-cross Y2J, you're never gonna make it to WrestleMania, Junior.
I can't believe that Chris Jericho would sell his soul to that devil, Triple H.
At least he got a good price for it, JR. As long as Triple H retains the title at WrestleMania, Jericho's the next #1 contender.
Well, here comes the #1 contender for Triple H's title at WrestleMania. But at the moment, he's got his sights set on a little payback against Y2J, Chris Jericho.
If you ask me, he's got more guts than brains, JR. He's going to WrestleMania, yet here he is demanding a rematch with Y2J. And not just any match, a TLC match.
There's that damn sellout, Chris Jericho. I hope he's proud of himself.
You can't tell me that you'd do anything different if you were in his shoes, JR. Jericho wants to make sure his opponent doesn't show up at WrestleMania in any condition to win the World Heavyweight title.
That's right, King. If Triple H loses the championship, Jericho won't get his title opportunity.
They say imitation's the sincerest form of flattery, but I don't think that's the case here.
What incredible intensity from these two superstars, trading blows high above the ring.
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
The conditions are right for a finishing move.
Superstars left it all in the ring in that match, JR.
Whoa. I never thought I'd be happy to see the coach.
Right there. What do you think you're doing, Jericho? First you orchestrate an attack on my #1 contender after your match last week. And then you double team him here tonight? And for what? A title match against Triple H after WrestleMania? In case you've forgotten, the coach is the general manager of Raw.
Interim general manager.
You beat me to it, JR.
And that means the coach calls the shots around here. So Jericho, Flair, get the hell out of my ring before I lose my temper. And believe me, you don't want to be in the ring with the coach when I lose my temper.
Looks like Coach bit off more than he can chew. I can't say I'm sorry to see it, but I am sorry to say that it looks like Triple H's henchmen are still running the show here on Raw.
What did Coach expect? Talking to two former world champions like that. If you want to order Raw superstars around like that, you'd better be able to back it up. Say, that gives me an idea.
What are you talking about, King?
I'll tell you later, JR. But first, I've got to give Mr. McMahon a call. Okay, Christy, Stacy, let's go through tonight's schedule one more time. First, we've got a bikini contest, followed by a bra and panties match. And then there's the Diva Talent Show and the evening gown match. And then you two in a pie eating contest. Oh, I love Raw.
I never thought I'd see it. Jerry the King Lawler as interim general manager of Raw.
Okay, girls, I've got to deal with some serious business here. I'll see you two later tonight.
Okay, Lawler. If you're about done hitting on the divas...
Hold it right there. First of all, watch your tone. I'm the interim general manager of Raw, so you need to respect the position. I'm not a jerk like the coach, but I'm not going to be a pushover like him either.
Fair enough. But what are you going to do about Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho? I've taken about all I'm going to take from them. And if you don't do something about them, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Look, regardless of how I feel about you, you won a title match at the Royal Rumble, and you're gonna main event WrestleMania. I don't like the idea of Ric Flair or Chris Jericho ruining Raw's biggest match of the year. So I'm going to give you a chance to do something about it. I've made a first blood match for you tonight against your choice of either one of them. So who do you want to take out? I mean, take on.
Well, guess who just sat down in the seat next to me? Raw's own interim general manager, Jerry the King Lawler. I didn't expect you to be out here for tonight's main event.
You know me, JR. I'm not cut out for a desk job. There's nowhere I'd rather be than behind this announce table, despite the fact that I have to share it with you. Besides, my last act as general manager tonight was to ban all other superstars from ringside, and I want to be able to enforce that if I have to.
There's a man who certainly appreciates your efforts tonight.
Come on, JR. You know I didn't do it for him. I was protecting Raw's main event match at WrestleMania.
Boy, looks like someone's moving up in the world. Holy cow, Cole, look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are just 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and it looks like Triple H and his henchmen aren't done yet with the #1 contender. Aren't you going to do something about this, Mr. General Manager?
Now, JR, I told you, I'm not cut out for that corporate stuff. Mr. McMahon has appointed a new general manager, and he told me that we'll find out who it is later tonight.
That's it, Cole. I could have watched them go even longer.
What a shot. Another 2-on-1 mugging by the game, and no one's doing a damn thing about it. Someone's got to take control of the situation, damn it. And I mean now. What the? That's Mankind. Here comes Mankind.
Mankind? Where did he come from? It's been years since that idiotic psychopath showed his mask around here.
He's a WWE legend. I have no idea why he's here, but I'd say his timing is impeccable.
There goes Triple H! What's gonna happen now?
And now it's the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
This has gone on long enough! Like I said earlier, Mr. McMahon has an important announcement to make tonight, and he can't be happy that Jimmy Hart and Mankind have just invaded his ring.
Ever since the World Heavyweight title has returned to Raw, it's been nothing but chaos around here. Raw needs a general manager who can restore order. So by the power of Mr. McMahon and this megaphone, that person is none other than myself, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
What? You gotta be kidding me! That loudmouth Jimmy Hart is the Raw general manager? I knew I should have kept the job a few more weeks.
King, you said yourself that wasn't a job for you. Besides, Jimmy Hart has a long history in this business. He can make a fine general manager in my view.
Now, Mankind, I want to thank you for showing up here tonight, 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. When Mr. McMahon made me the general manager, he warned me that I might need some muscle to keep order around here. And well, you were available. That's why I'm asking you to be the new sheriff of Raw, Daddy-O.
Jimmy Hart, when you asked me to sign up as sheriff, my first reaction was to respectfully decline your offer. After all, I've enjoyed a blissful retirement of boiler room maintenance, amateur taxidermy, and masterpiece theater. But having seen Raw over the last few weeks, I agree that it doesn't do this show any good to have the inmates run the asylum. And frankly, being somewhat of an authority on asylums myself, I know of what I speak. In fact, I have to agree with you that as an unstable, unpredictable, sadistic, 287-pound best-selling author with a bachelor's degree and 1.5 years, I'm perfectly qualified for the job. I accept. And as for you, you've got yourself a shot at the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. As a matter of fact, I've got great memories of main events like that myself. But you'll have to forgive me if I can't remember exactly whose they are. And next week, as a special sneak preview, you and I are going to have a tag team match against the very same SOBs we just cleared out of there. That is, if they have the testicular fortitude to get into the ring against even odds for a change. So as the new Sheriff of Raw, I've got 6 words for you. Or make that 5, including one with a hyphen I'd like to borrow from a certain prickly acquaintance of mine. Bang, bang! Have a nice day!
The new general manager of Raw is Jimmy Hart, and his new sheriff is Mankind. And he's going to partner up with a #1 contender next week. Can you believe it, King?
Normally, I trust Mr. McMahon's judgment, JR, but I think those two running Raw is a train wreck waiting to happen.
It's all about the game. I know you
So let me get this straight. That demented walking hermit crab, Mankind, comes out of some dungeon, and Jimmy Hart makes him sheriff of Raw because he wants to end the chaos around here? That's like trying to put out a fire by dumping gas on it. Everyone in this arena knows that Mankind and I can't stand each other. It should be pretty obvious to Hart, Vince, and everyone else that Mankind's just a bitter, broken has-been who's taking advantage of an opportunity to sabotage my World Heavyweight title reign. So if those two think they can just come onto Raw and start ordering someone like me around,
sorry to interrupt you, Triple H, but your little diatribe just seemed to beg this question. For a man who calls himself the Cerebral Assassin, I have to wonder how cerebral you really are. Seeing as how you've come out here to run your mouth about the new sheriff in town. And I hate to point out the obvious, but it seems that as of last week, Jimmy Hart is your new boss. And you can rest assured that the new boss ain't the same as the old boss.
so you think you impress me, Mankind? You think you scare me? I know you're about one concussion away from a lifetime pass to the nut house. So in case you've forgotten, let me remind you, I am a 10-time world champion.
No, I haven't forgotten. And I have to admit that it takes a special talent to win the title 10 times. Just like you must admit that it takes a special talent to lose it that many times. But since you like keeping track of stuff like that, you're in luck. You see, you're going to get a chance to add another loss to your record should you lose that title again at WrestleMania. You see, Triple H, Jimmy Hart saw the need to find a match that will not only keep your cronies out, but will keep you in. So I suggested a little match that I keep near and dear to my heart, not to mention my ruptured kidney, busted ribs, and the incisor that found its way through my upper lip and lodged itself in my nose for all the world to see. So in case you haven't guessed by now, let me spell it out for you. Your World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania is going to be a Hell in a Cell. Have a nice day.
Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania? Oh my Lord.
Poor Triple H. What did he do to deserve this? Hart and Mankind are trying to sabotage him.
You can't do that. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm the greatest wrestler alive today. I'm
Mr. Socko! Mr. Socko! He's got Mr. Socko right down the World Heavyweight Champion's gullet!
Somebody help him! Somebody stop that idiot Mankind!
Triple H may have gotten more than he bargained for when he decided to challenge the authority of the new general manager and sheriff.
Poor Triple H! I hope he's okay!
He's gonna have to be, King. The World Heavyweight title is on the line in a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. And we're going to see a preview right here tonight.
You can't blame the superstars for looking under the ring for weapons. Anything you find under there can be a huge help.
Someone's just been busted open.
Look at all that blood. These WWE fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
I think these fans came here to see superstars compete in a match, not beat each other to a bloody pulp.
The way to do it. Grab a weapon from under the ring and stop.
What a shot from that ring bell!
All good things must come to an end. But I wish that match could have gone on a little longer.
Here are your winners, the Superstar and Mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's been one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And the main event is about to begin. The World Heavyweight title is on the line in a cell. And this could be one of the slobber knockers to end all slobber knockers.
They're going to be talking about this one for years, JR. I can tell you right now, it's going to be an instant classic. I love WrestleMania.
The World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H, the 10-time champion, seems determined as ever, regardless of his dust-up with Sheriff Mankind last week.
That's right, JR. He's still the game, and this is still WrestleMania. Triple H has gone into Hell in a Cell and survived before, and he can certainly do it again tonight.
Come on now. That sledgehammer is a deadly weapon. Someone's got to stop this. Look at that! That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really gotta watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
JR. I gotta give him credit, JR. I didn't think he could do it, but he showed the world that he had what it takes to beat a champion like Triple H, and on the grandest stage in sports entertainment. no way our new champion is getting up from that. And someone call a doctor for Triple H.
Well, you better call a veterinarian, cause he's an animal. He's up! He just took a 20-foot fall and he's on his feet!
He's either the luckiest superstar I've ever seen, or the toughest, or maybe both.
And he's not going to miss this moment